Well, I think from here, I think let's come back to things at home in Pakistan.
Yes,
You had the occasion of coming to Pakistan sometimes in the 50s.
Right.
And I am sure you see between what you saw of Pakistan in the 50s and what you are seeing now in the 80s. There must be a world of change. What are the most significant elements of this change that you as an outside observer have seen in your recent stay in Pakistan?
You see, materially, it looks Pakistan has progressed tremendously, industrially. I happened to be in 49, 50, 51. I was negotiating for a site in the Sindh industrial estate. And I got a piece of land for my institution, you see. And we were starting to put up a spinning mill. And today, the industry is all over, you know, riches, alhamdulillah. We have done very well. But you see, I came in the 50s for a special purpose. I migrated from South Africa. I had a settled life, a good job, good home, and I was moved by the spirit of Islamic State. That, look, I want to go to Pakistan with my wife and children. I had 2 children then. They were small. One was 5 and one was 6. And my wife, we were young people. We just migrated with everything we had. We came to Pakistan. I settled down here in Karachi. I wanted to be a good Muslim. That's what brought me here. I wasn't forced by any circumstances. Because when this Pakistan idea came into being around the 40s, I was very young. But I was for it. We wanted to establish an Islamic State where Muslims can lead Islamic life. And then we can permeate Islam. So with that enthusiasm, I came here, and I lived here for 3 years. I had a good job. You know, if I kept in that field, and if I can go back, I might have been a small industrialist, you know, doing very well. But somehow I got disappointed. And 7 days before Liaquat Ali Khan was assassinated, I left Pakistan. I was about reaching Mombasa when we got the news on the radio that that period. Now, you know, it was around that time. Yes. I was on a way out. But to me, that must also have been a blessing. Because if I didn't go away, I wouldn't have come back with this man. Circumstances created all these things, ramifications that I'm talking about, instead of, you know, having a luxurious life in some mansion. So I went disappointed, and now when I come back, this is about the 3rd trip since 1985, 86, and 87, my 3rd trip now. And I'm more dissatisfied. You see, when I left Nairobi on the 2nd of October, on Friday the 2nd, in the Pakistan Airlines coming to Karachi, the newspapers were given, you know, Pakistani newspapers, and I found something there that really hurt me. The first language, you see, there was an article on the first language at school. What shall it be? Should it be Urdu, comma, or Sindhi, comma, Pushto, and then ... question mark. What other language? We are debating after 40 years, what should be the language at school? After 40 years, we haven't settled that yet. So naturally, it hurt me. And then I went to the north, Peshawar, I've been to Sialkot, I've been to Islamabad, Quetta, Lahore, and I found the Christian activities. You know, they are out. They want to convert, change the people. They are boasting. I've been reading about their boast, that they have perverted more Pakistanis into Christianity since independence than in the previous 150 years of British rule. And I was told that there are so many cities in Pakistan with an average population of more than 100,000 Christians each. I was told Karachi was one of them. I didn't count them. Karachi, Lahore, Sialkot. When I said Sialkot, somebody said, no, not 100,000, more than 200,000. I don't know. And I went and I found it so. They are busy. In Peshawar, there are 72 Christian and Zionist units looking after the Muhajirs, treating them, serving them. 72. As against them, there are only 9 Muslim communities, units. 9 against 72. And these are supposed to be our brethren. There are more than 50 Muslim countries in the world. They couldn't send a unit each. These are all government supported, those missions. The Muslim ones are all coming, individuals, businessmen from here, they are financing it. So it hurt me that they are in the guise of service. I don't doubt the sincerity. That look, this is a way, win the hearts of people, show compassion for them. They are doing that. But I said, where are the Muslims? Then to me now, the man is coming from 6,000 miles away from UK. He's coming from America to propagate. Like in Karachi in 1950, living in Pakistan Chowk, Kacheri Road, second floor. I get a knock at the door. Early in the morning, I open the door, and a Caucasian, white man. He says, good morning. I said, good morning. I said, what can I do for you? So the man said, look, I've got some literature for you. So come inside. He comes in, sit down. He says, where you come from? I said, come from England. A few days later, another knock at the door. Open the door, another white man. I said, good morning. I said, good morning. I said, what can I do for you? This is it, right in the center of Karachi. I think it was then. Pakistan Chowk. I said, what can I do for you? I said, he's got some literature for me. I said, come inside, sit down. Where do you come from? It's America. This guy is coming from 6,000 miles. That guy is coming from 10,000 miles to preach to me in my country. I want to know, what am I doing? Nothing. Kha pi kar maza karte hain. I said, look, this is an obligation. The awwal fard of the Musliman is to deliver the message. Long before Salat, Zakat and Hajj became fard, Allah Bari Ta'ala tells his Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Nabi Kareem, and through him is telling us, long before Salat, Zakat and Hajj become fard, he says, فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُسَكِّرْ. So you deliver the message, because it is your duty to deliver the message. لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُسَيْطِرٍ. He said, you will not be questioned regarding them. إِلَّا مَنْ تَوَلَّ وَكَفَرَ. So why they accepted or why they didn't accept, Allah won't ask you. He'll ask you, did you deliver the message? But there's something wrong with our people. You see, my community especially, see, I'm a Gujarati Muslim. My forefathers were Hindus, 200 to 400 years ago. For 5,000 years, I've been having Hindu blood flowing in my veins, my people. I don't know about the Pakistanis. How many of them are pure Arabs? I don't know. How many of them are Persians? I don't know. But to me, this subcontinent for 5,000 years, Hinduism prevailed, or whatever it stood for. You go to Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, you go to Taxila outside Rawalpindi, the civilization that existed here, what was it? It wasn't Islam. It was a Hinduistic thing, the whole thing. Right? You see in the museum in Taxila, what you see there? This is all the relics of the past. My ancestors were all there. Mushriks. As a whole, they were all mushriks. No, but that caste system, grading people, humanity into different stages, that idea, that Hinduism is still flowing in our veins. And it seems to be taking a long time getting out of our system.
In other words, in your view, at the grassroots level, still there is a lot to be done in the matter of making people to fully understand the message of Islam and practice it. And this is how we will be able to really bring Islam down to the common man in the country. How do you find the economic life in Pakistan between 1949-50 and now?
Economically, I'm very satisfied. You know, the food is good, and relatively it is cheap compared to other countries, compared to my country. It's cheap. More especially the basic things, they're cheap. And the community is very virile, healthy, strong, compared to our brethren across the border. You know, we are better fed, a stronger community, a lot of energy. We've got so much energy and we don't know how to use it. So what we are doing now, we're using this energy to bash each other. We are busy. You know about your phone. कि भैया जान आपकी दाढ़ी नहीं, दाढ़ी है तो it's not standard size. You wearing Nasara clothes, busy. No? हम दुआ पढ़ते हैं कि जोर से या आहिस्ते से, हाथ उठा करके, हाथ attention करकर, busy.
Instead of going to the basic spirit of Islam, we are now getting lost, it seems, at this point of time, into forms and certain rituals, which we have to get rid of. That's your feeling.
No, I won't say get rid of. What I say is now, look, the important things in life, you must identify who are there to subvert you, who are out to steal your children. Instead of worrying about that, he's worrying about the beard or the moustache, whether it should be shaved or it should be trimmed. What is this luxury that you're enjoying? We can't afford these luxuries because these are the things that's going to destroy us, going to break us up. And in 40 years, unfortunately, 40 years have gone, we haven't even become Pakistanis. We were supposed to be good Muslims. That will take a little longer. But we haven't even become Pakistanis. Now, that hurts me. And I don't know, the powers that be. How is it that for 40 years you have not been able to bring these people together as a unit, as a people, one nation? The sacrifices that were made seems to have been all in vain. That hurts me at my heart.